Forest, and like I told you, this is the place that everybody is going to be coming for the Easter Carnival, which is the Agomwa Central Easter Carnival. Now, before you actually get to this place, there's the first place that you're going to meet, which is the first reception, and then from there you come to the second reception, which is where I am right now. So the part over here is going to take you all the way from the first reception down to the second reception, where you get to see the hotel itself. Now, it's a vast land. If you can see, let me show you. It's a very big place, you know what I mean, and it's got some very beautiful scenery over here. And the good thing is that the air I'm breathing over here is quite different from what you breathe in Accra, actually, no doubt about it. I mean, you can believe it or not, but it looks like once you get here, there's a certain breeze, a certain air you breathe that it's really quite different from what you experience from Accra. So this is the place. Look at the back here. This is the main reception that gets into the hotel. I'll show you inside the hotel itself proper. Right on the 2nd to the 5th of April, this is where we are going to be here. There you have it. That's the poolside over there. Big, beautiful, and you can relax over here, with your kids. It's big enough to accommodate a number of people, and so you can experience that also. So there are other places that I'll be showing you, but this is the Crown Forest Hotel here in the Gomwa Central Constituency. This is where we're going to have our party for the Gomwa Easter Carnival. I just can't wait to welcome all of you. I know you're excited about it. I am more than excited about it, and I want to see you here on the 2nd to the 5th of April. So check you out. All right, so thanks for staying with us here on the show. This is Prime Morning, and you just saw a video of our visit to Crown Forest Hotel, one of the places that will be hosting our guests for this year's Easter Carnival in Gomwa Central. And yesterday, right from when we left here to when we got to town, everybody was excited. In fact, they took me to the place that I've been always wanting to see, Jatown. And I have a video of Jatown. I'll show you that video, and you see how Jatown looks like. When you are outside Jatown, the building itself, the place, and they tell you this place is where we're going to have some party, you will not believe it. The outside is totally different from what you see in the inside. So you'll be deceived. You think that, this one is for some ghetto boys or something like that. But when you enter, that is where you know that, yes, this Jatown is an elevated Jatown. So yes, and then we also visited the palm wine village. We have about 100 palm trees that have been, placed there, and they're just going to give you straight from the palm tree palm wine. I also spoke to the one who is in charge of wine village. There's a wine village and there's palm wine village. And the assorted wine that I saw, some of them I've not seen before. I love wine. Some of them I've never had before, I've never seen before. But I got to see samples of them, tasted some of them. And yesterday, if anybody said I was going to be able to make it to work this morning, I would have said no. Because I was sleeping around 2 a.m. this morning, and I still have to wake up and come here today. So yes, I after I've taken a lot of wine, coming here was totally out of the place, but I still have to come here and serve. So yes, Gomwa Easter Carnival will be something else, and I'm sure you're looking forward to it. It starts on the 2nd to the 5th of April, and every artist that in this country is coming. In fact, yesterday when we were coming, we were speaking to some of the artists in the conference call, Keche, Sarkodie, Shatawale, Kofi Acquah, Samini, over 30 artists, and 10 of them performing at different days. In fact, it's the biggest thing that I've seen, happening. And so I just can't wait. And I know that you also just can't wait to be a part of it. So let's make it happen. And we're looking forward to it. Gomwa Easter Carnival is going to be something else. But let me engage my guests in the studio. I'll check out the front page of the newspapers. They were also looking at the videos. And I see that Osei Kofi is very excited about it. Yeah. Richard is very excited about it. And I'm sure when he gets his next pay, that's where he'll be going. Richard, when he gets his next pay from the ministry where he works, that's where he'll be going. But how did you say it? I know you've not been there before, but you're going with me on the 2nd, so you need to prepare.
KMJ, then I'll be so grateful.
No.
I'll be so grateful.
I'll sort it out for you.
If you give me that opportunity to go and have this kind of serene tour, and I will be very happy. Ever since I've not had this kind of luxury life, and everybody would like to have luxury life. No, why?
The back end is here.
So, this is mischief. And then, as you are saying, that when I get my next P, I wish I get my next P. I'm unemployed. Oh, so yes. So
you're unemployed in it?
Yes. So I think that you should. I will rely on
employment because this is unemployed.
But again, have you checked my bank account? Do you know where I live? Oh, how can you say that is my bank account? How can you say that?
This is $2,000 suit you're wearing.
It doesn't matter. My mother can afford, so it's not a problem. So I will have wished. Anyway, I think that this is the best place to be, this Easter Carnival.
Yeah.
And I'm told that it's a Ghanaian-owned business resort, and this is what we have to encourage our people, Ghanaians, to do. I think that this will create a lot of jobs for the Ghanaian youth, and I will urge every Ghanaian that this Easter, don't send your money to a Chinese restaurant, rather a Turkish resource center or a Lebanese resource center. A Ghanaian has had this for us. From here to Gomwa, it's just a drive-through. Even when you are even in Bunkurugu, it is good that during this festivity, you also travel. Once Christ traveled to die for you, you also travel to enjoy yourself, so that to clean your sins. It will be a place to be. And then I will have wished that if I can afford, but luckily and happily, the Joy Prime Crew said I should prepare myself. I will get my Ghana must go back and put my clothes in it and prepare to go. But I think that let me congratulate the technical team and yourself. In fact, disseminating information to the public consumption is not an easy job, but you going there to get this place discovered. I mean, without the media, I would have not even known that there's something there. So I think that is the best place to be, and I will. Should I come alone? I'll come with my friends. And because
you are coming with your friends.
Early morning will be here.
For something you are not paying for.
But you know, it is always good. Maybe if I go with my friend, they will be able to afford a bottle of Coke or wine. That will add revenue to. It just about giving me the hotel, the room to sleep, and I'm told it's very affordable, very affordable. And I'm told that they have Konkonte and Banku there for us to eat. It's not like we'll go and sit in a Chinese restaurant and eat Indomie and forget about Christ. So when I get my kontombre, I'll be thinking of how Christ died for me. You know, Jesus Christ fasted for 40 days and 40 nights, and so we'll go and break our fast there, apparently. So I think that I'm so grateful that a Ghanaian businessman have been able to do this. Let's support him. Let's make sure that we patronize his product, his hotel. Let's make him rich. Because when we make him rich, the money is not repatriated to any other country. There will not be capital flight. The stabilizer of the city will still stand as a stamp under John Dramani Mahama. So I believe that all of us will be there. I'll tell my friends, and they will tell their friends. And their friends will also tell you to tell your friends, so that we'll all be there.
It's the biggest carnival this year. I mean, you can't go anywhere. It's the biggest.
I'm also a good musician, so when
as I talk to me, you can't be a good musician anyway. Good morning, my brother.
First of all, let me congratulate multimedia, particularly Joy Prime, for highlighting the Gumwa Easter Carnival. This, I can say, is Easter being decentralized, and it's very, very important. And I'm particularly happy about these things because when this country was declared a year of return for expatriates, I mean, people of color, let me call that way, that to come back home, you know, it is only important that they come and witness that we have such beautiful places. You know, outside this country, people have always thought that Africa is even a single village. You understand? And then
they still think so.
They think so. And people think that we are even sleeping on trees and all that. So to find a place like this in Ghana, in Central region, as a matter of fact, I've been going around this country since 2008 in every election year. But I never knew such a place exists. And I am particularly fascinated by the route to the hotel.
It's amazing.
It's a long stretch.
You love it.
Beautiful and green. I mean, you can't just hate it. And I am also happy about the wine village and the palm wine village. I mean, some countries pride themselves that they are the producers of wine. And so if we are going to have a hotel, which says that there's a place dedicated to showcase wine.
Yeah.
That Ghana
Is it
also has
Ghanaian made wine?
No, so the palm wine
is the Ghanaian made wine.
Ghanaian made one.
Yes.
And because we're having other people who would also have
Exactly.
a choice for. But this is what happens with the wine village. You're not drinking the wine from glass.
Oh, okay.
So there's a village setting. An entire village setting.
Wow.
So you have wood and all of those things. Very typical village.
Like typical Concordias.
Exactly. And you're drinking the wine from calabash.
Wow.
So it's not your usual
Wow.
glass.
So it doesn't matter where you're coming from.
No.
Whether you're from Italy, whether you're from England, or where
you have a wine in
Exactly.
a calabash and you're sitting
So your favorite wine,
on the
but this are not in a
on the stool
in a
set
glass.
up in a village style.
It will be a
That's
delight.
what is happening.
It will be a delight. I can't wait to witness this.
Yeah.
In fact, I congratulate you guys. You've done very well. And I am calling on the Ministry of Tourism
Yeah.
to support this.
She was there at the launch, promised the support
Excellent.
and all that. So
And
yes.
that's not the support. They should list these hotels on their website.
Yeah.
That if you come to Ghana and you really want to experience Ghana, these are some of the hotels you should visit. And I'm sure that they are on Booking and other places where people can book prior to their visit and all that and have fun. You told me about a chef. I'm a foodie, so I would like to experience what you experience.
No, you should.
Yes.
They have a very good
so
food. You should.
one of these days, the Easter, we'll pass by just to taste how the food tastes like. We'll come and taste the food. Yes. Congratulations. I'm well done for being here after this hard work.
Let me chip in this. I also want to urge the hotel, the resort that I'm also a good farmer. So they can come to my farm and patronize my livestock, so that we will have a Ghanaian owned livestock. We are not going to import chicken. We are not going to import goats, sheep, cattle, cows, and from any part of the country. If you come to my farm in Nkwanta, Nangba Farms, I have a lot of livestock there that you can patronize and then use to cook your food. So let's partner. It's very nice.
In fact, the owner of the place is also he was a chieftaincy title.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he believes so much in what we can all do.
Well, I'm into livestock.
No, I know.
Yes, I'm into livestock and
I know that as fast.
The things my brother is into the challenge. They are plenty.
Look at this soup. Basically, his family is what I do. I love that.
And it's paying off. It's paying off. Anyway, so we'll be bringing you more of what to expect with the Ofori-Atta carnival. There's so much that we've captured and we'll continue to capture, and we'll be making sure that you get to see all of those before we even get to the main event. Hopefully this week, sometime this week, I'll be bringing you that of the Jah Town, the almighty Jah Town that we've spoken about. Rocky Dawuni will be at that place performing, and there's no disturbance when it comes to Jah Town. We'll bring you more on that. But a big thank you to the Honourable Member of Parliament for Gomoa Central, Honourable Kwame Asare, of being A+ for this brilliant initiative. Yes, it's an incredible thing that you're putting together. And also to the chairman of the committee, the planning committee, which I'm also part of the committee, the man, Mr. Albert Kwabena Jumfo. He's also the GJA president. Yeah. He's an incredible human being. In fact, the way he wants to see this happen, and some of the things, as of yesterday, 10 p.m., we're driving on top speed at places where we didn't even know we're going to be entering, all because we want to make sure that this becomes, the very best in not just Gomoa, but in the entire country. And so, yes, dedication from the team, the committee members, the planning team, everybody has done an incredible job, and we'll say equal to all of you. There's more that we're all supposed to do to ensure that we have a successful event. So, yes, we're going to continue to do our best. A big thank you to Philip Nye, who's representing the multimedia group when it comes to this festival as part of the partnership. He was also part of the trip yesterday. So yes, we're ready for this. But we'll be telling you some more a bit later. Let's look at what we have today, and we start off with the kind of Ofori-Atta issue. But before that, the newspapers are here. Let me do quickly the front page and then we'll move on. On the front of Daily Graphic, it says MIF collects historic 5.43 billion Ghana cedis in mineral royalties. And NDPC proposes SADA return to drive northern development. IGP hosted NYPD delegation. I saw a video of that, all the way from New York. The IGP was interacting with them, and I'm sure it's all to the benefit of Ghana. And away from that, ENP leads indigenous mining push, pursues landmark Damanga takeover. That's the front page of Daily Graphic. And the graphic businesses here says banks rethink income strategy as T-bill yield falls to 6.45%. And away from that, GSE market value climbs above 82.9 billion Ghana cedis. Banks cut lending rates after drop in reference rate. And Andre, are you asset or liability? That's a very big question mark over there, as well as we get closer and closer to the World Cup. Now, the Ghanaian publisher is here this morning. It says Gold Board refutes improper contract claims, and arrogant Sam George rebuked in Parliament. Mechanic staff linked to 450,000 Ghana cedis fuel theft, and academic battle not yet ended. Sad memories in a month of freedom. And that's the Ghanaian publisher. The last one for me, the last but one. I have Supreme here, and it says Chief Justice demolishes private property near Goso Court for car park project, and a retraction and apology to Ibrahim Mahama, an alleged airport terminal 1 takeover. Samuel Uku celebrates St. Augustine's College achievement over the years, and Rich Morgan pump mechanic arrested for fuel theft in Kumasi. And Bull says legendary Paramount chief and his lasting legacy. Apology to Mrs. Pamela Jumps. That's also captured by the Supreme newspaper. And the Ben Manche champions youth as drivers of local development. That's also the Supreme newspaper. The last one is the Chronicle. It says Gold Board rejects claims of inflated laptop prices, sole sourced contract. And the Telecel Ghana to increase investment in network infrastructure by 150%. And engineers and planners. Also, story captured over here, 2023 acquisition talks, ENP ready to operate Damanga mine. That's the Chronicle this morning. So those are the newspapers that we have here on the show and what they are reporting. You can grab a copy of them and read all about them. And, it brings us to our next conversation, but also over the weekend we had the launch of the Telecel Ghana Music Awards. I'll be telling you more about it. The nominees announcement of the Telecel Ghana Music Awards was also over the weekend. So yes, a lot happened over the weekend, and we're excited about a lot of that. The Artist of the Year has generated conversation already, so maybe later this week we'll have conversation around that. But let's talk about the main issue we're looking at here on the show. Ofori-Atta eyes residency as Ghana seeks his extradition over corruption allegations. The lawyer representing Ghana's former finance minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, has said his client is pursuing permanent U.S. residency rather than returning to his home country, where he fears he would not be tried fairly on corruption charges. Mr. Ofori-Atta is being held in ICE detention facility in Virginia after his arrest by U.S. immigration officials in January for overstaying on a visa. And Anayat Kasimi says that pathway to residency that would pursue it, in quotes, and he claimed that there were serious questions about the independence of the Ghanaian judiciary, and said that Mr. Ofori-Atta had been subjected to a political witch hunt that meant he was unlikely to receive a fair trial over alleged financial impropriety while in office from 2017 to 2024. All right, so this is our first issue. Please don't forget to send your messages to us. Our WhatsApp line is active. We're streaming live on Facebook as well, so do send us your messages. We'll read all of them here on the show. Let me start off with you, Osei. We've been dilly-dallying with this very issue. It looks as if that it will get to a point that everything will settle and we'll move on as usual, because a permanent residency also ensures a certain, assurance of security and, somebody having his peace of mind. Do we have to give up on this issue now, from where we're going now, residency and all that?
Well, KMJ, before I delve into this topic, I want to state on record that the Convention People's Party is calling on the John Dramani Mahama-led administration to tell the Minister of Interior to refund all the money that those who did not get opportunity into the various security services to revert their monies to them. As a matter of fact, we can say government did not spend anything when it comes to this recruitment. Normally, there's hard copy forms that are purchased for applicants to use, fill forms. But this time it was done online. And unfortunately, government knew that it is capable of employing only 5,000. Yet it collected monies from 500,000 young people who are already desperate and unemployed. We think that this is a broad day robbery. And it is unfortunate that the government of Ghana can put the youth of this country who are already trying to survive unemployed through this process. So, what?
You say unemployed, I say like me.
But you are working all right. You are in government, so
you are always
and we, the Convention People's Party, have done the calculation. So 220 from each applicant amount to 113 million new Ghana cedis. That's 113 trillion old Ghana cedis. That has been siphoned from the Ghanaian youth. Now we are calling on the president, like I said, to make sure that this money is disbursed back to them. If that's not done, the Convention People's Party will sue government, the NDC government, the John Mahama-led government, on behalf of these people, because we believe that the youth of this country should have trust, should have faith in their country. This is how we kill patriotism. Okay? If I am a youth and I apply to serve my country and I don't get in and I'm still ripped off in a way, this is how patriotism die. And we, the Convention People's Party, who got independence for this country, who make sure that there's rule of law and governance in this country, we are not going to allow this. We want the Ghanaian youth to remain patriotic. And so we are going to stand by them. We are going to fight with them shoulder by shoulder to make sure that they get the justice that they deserve. Now let me go to Ofori-Atta. The issue of Ofori-Atta always saddens my heart. And I call it the sad epitaph of Ofori-Atta. There's an account music, I don't really know the artist, but he says every year, and he asks him. The ending is always the issue. I respect Ofori-Atta for setting up the data bank. I think the Prudential is insurance or something.
Yeah.
It's Star Insurance, right?
No. This is ILAC.
Okay, so Enterprise.
Yeah.
He is an accomplished person. Of all the 32 or 35 million Ghanaians, he was the one who was given the mandate to serve as the finance minister. As a matter of fact, when they were in opposition, everyone who is a political pundit thought that it was going to be Marcus Acquah, who was a ranking member of finance, who was always challenging facts and all that. But then the MPP wins power in 2016 and 2017. Ofori-Atta becomes the Minister of Finance in charge of the public purse. Now, I'm not sure anybody is saying that Ofori-Atta is under arrest. That is not what we are saying. What we are saying is that we gave you our Ministry of Finance to manage. Lots of the things you did, the policies you undertook, were all documented. A new government has taken over. A new finance minister is going through the books. Certain things don't tally. He doesn't understand some of the things. And he wants you to come and explain what this and that means. And you are saying that, no, we are not coming. I'm struggling to understand why Ofori-Atta will do that. I'm struggling to understand why somebody who has been honored by this country will now turn his back on this country when the need has arrived for him to come and explain to us how he managed our finances. Now, in all these things that's happening, there are things he's doing that upset me. First of all, his lawyer is saying that he doesn't trust our judicial system and there's no fairness. Really? And you know the lawyer is an American. So an American is sitting somewhere, okay, telling the whole world that when you come to Ghana, the judicial system is not fair. At the time when we are inviting visitors to come to Gomwa for these Easter festivities, when we are asking visitors to come to Ken Ofori-Atta's own region, Eastern region, for the Kwahu Festival, we are telling Ghanaians and the whole world that Ghana is not a safe place and that the judicial system is biased. How? The same judicial service that the NPP, the political party Ken Ofori-Atta belongs to, went to court to say that there was a fair election in Pandai and that there's an attempt to masculine and then get Indam from office. And then the court said that we've looked through it and this is it. Is that the same court Ken Ofori-Atta's lawyer is talking about? We are talking about the judicial system where certain people petition the president to establish prima facie against the Electoral Commission. And the NPP are so angry about it, they want to move the Electoral Commission. The justice system looks at it and say that there's no iota of any prima facie in it, and they throw it away. And the NPP are jubilating. Fenema Kings, the minority leader in parliament, is celebrating the same judicial service. And a member of his party, Ken Ofori-Atta, is in the United States telling the whole world through his lawyer that Ghana, the judicial service is not fair. And so that is why he cannot come home. I shudder to understand the logic in this. I am trying to understand the truth in what Ken Ofori-Atta is trying to do. But I don't also blame him. I blame, first of all, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the president of Ghana, who gave him the opportunity, who has refused to call on Ken Ofori-Atta to come back home to face accountability.
The former president is supposed to be doing
and
that.
I'm calling him, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. What is your position on this? Tell us. Because you told all your appointees to come back home because there's nothing to hide. As far as you are concerned, you were president. And that everybody should be accountable to the system. Your own cousin, who was the finance minister, is refusing to do that. He's disgracing Ghana in the international front. So, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, what do you say about this?
What if he has and we are not aware?
No, but you should know.
Maybe in private.
No. It's not. This is not a private issue. This is a national disgrace. This is a national embarrassment. Okay, this is a national issue. Ken Ofori-Atta lawyer did not speak to Ken Ofori-Atta and family in public. This is in the news that the judicial service in this country is biased. All right. So, having been a former president and now a statesman, I think that Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, if, and I'm using the word if, he's so sure about how he boasted when he was in opposition that I am not corrupt and I will never be corrupt, then I am calling on him to come and tell Ken Ofori-Atta, his cousin, who he appointed as Minister of Finance, that Ken, in our family, we are not corrupt and we don't intend to be corrupt. So come and let Ghanaians know that you have nothing to hide. And whatever it's happening, perhaps it's just a misunderstanding. That we will all understand. Again, how can Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta, having accomplished so much, I know some of the properties he has in this country, in terms of buildings and all that, subject himself to this humiliation of being detained in an ISIS facility. I mean, when you are detained, is some sort of quasi-arrest, right? And Ken Ofori-Atta has been in, let's say, I want to put it blunt, that he's been in jail or a cell for all this while, okay? And why is he there? Because he now wants to stay in the United States, but not in Ghana. I don't understand. KMG, I've seen Ken Ofori-Atta's personal residence. It's a big house, fantastic house. Why would he abandon that house to be in that small cell? I'm trying to understand. I've seen his offices. Why would he abandon the comfort of all these places just to be in that small cell? Who's chasing him? What has he done wrong? What is he running away from? Why are we in this embarrassment? And Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta, don't you for once in your life wonder what will be said about you when you are no more. The history you are writing about yourself, your own story, your biography, that once upon a time You were the co-founder of this data bank. You accomplished ABCD. You became the finance minister, the man in charge of the public purse. And later on, you were arrested and detained in an ISIS facility because you were running away from your own country. It's an embarrassment.
Okay.
And I think.
And wrapping up.
I think that we as a country should have a way to talk to the Americans. I don't want to believe the Americans are aiding and abetting Ken Ofori-Atta to run away from justice. I don't want to believe that. Because you know what? When you are filling your visa forms to the United States, there are some criteria that you must fulfill. And one of them is that you're not on a wanted list. You're not a criminal and all those things. Ken Ofori-Atta is on a wanted list. The Ghana Law Enforcement Agency wants him to come back home to answer certain questions. So please, Mr. Trump.
Well, he's been taken off the red alert anyway.
No, the red alert is different. The red alert is put on you when we don't know your whereabouts. Okay, we are looking for you, we can't find you.
So Ghana has placed him on a wanted list now.
He's on the wanted list. Has always been on the wanted list. The red alert is because we couldn't find him. Now we know he's in an ISIS facility. So Mr. Trump and then American embassy in Ghana, we have been in a very good relationship for too long. You know the position of this country. As a matter of fact, we are aware that sometimes you help us fight corruption. Ghana has also done its part. We have extradited Ghanaians who you have accused of scamming your people back into the United States to face trial. We are asking for the same thing. Bring Ken Ofori-Atta to us. He's not under arrest. We just want to ask him certain questions. Because, don't forget, people's pension has been embezzled. Don't forget that, okay? Through the DDPE, you get it. There are certain policies that still doesn't sit well with us, okay? There's been a lot of financial malfeasance that we need answers to.
Okay.
So what we are saying is that just bring him home. I mean, Ken Ofori-Atta has a lot of liars. Frank Davis, Gov't, the former Attorney General. Gov't, his own cousin. Okay, even Nana Akufo-Addo has chambers who has got lawyers. The MPP as a political party. Exactly. Okay. So they bring him to answer certain questions and whatever can be done, can be done. Because if not, then we are in this country. Because then it is unfair that a lot of people have been arrested and put in jail. If this is the case, then KMJ, what we have to do is that when we are in office, let's steal from this country, all right? And when we go in opposition, let's go to Togo and say that we are not coming back. We want to seek asylum.
Okay. Very well. Thank you very much, Osei Kofi Acquah. He's the CPP Communications Director, joining me this morning here on the show. And also here with us is Derek Ejekum. He's a member of the MPP Communications team. Richard Mamuribe is here with me. He's a member of the NDC Communications team as well. Let me have welcome Derek. Derek, I hope you're good.
By God's grace, I'm doing so well. What is left is what the government needs to do for the people to feel comfortable and not in one-ton awarding of contracts of 11 million for renovations and what have you. I mean, the people are going through hard times. Our farmers are suffering. We still have students who are going through the ordeal. We still have people who are suffering in this country. We still have people who buy prepaid of 200 cedis every 2 days. And so people are going through it hard times. And the least we expect in Ghana is to see that cronies of the people in government are the ones that are still receiving so much from the government, especially when they breach Article 284 that talks about conflict of interest. Because the lawmakers understand that likelihood alone is enough to appear that you have inflicted or you have engaged in a conflict of interest. And so I'm doing so well. We are praying that the government of the day would also do something better for us to alleviate our plight as Ghanaians.
Okay, maybe on that note, I'll still let you continue, and then I'll let Richard have the last take, because it looks like almost everybody has spoken about what the government is doing and not doing right, and I'm sure Richard will have some answers for that. So, Derek, let me have your take on the KMJ issue as well.
Yeah, so KMJ, the issue of Ken Ofori-Atta is an issue that, when I engage in the conversation of Ken Ofori-Atta, I ask myself so many questions. And let me state on record that as a sympathizer of the New Patriotic Party, I would wish that Ken Ofori-Atta will come to Ghana, if for anything at all, to exonerate the MPP. Because for 15 months, the party in government and our brothers in opposition that we are with them have been handling the Ofori-Atta issue that is making the party so unpopular. And so I would have wished.
And it's going to continue for a long
Exactly.
time.
So I would have wished that Ofori-Atta comes to Ghana, in any case, to exonerate himself and then the MPP. But the problem is, will he be guaranteed a fair trial?
Why not?
We live in a country where we weaponize bail. We live in this country where we weaponize bail. What's the charges against Ofori-Atta? My brother spoke a lot of things, but he couldn't mention a single charge against Ofori-Atta.
If you want me to, I can listen.
No single charge has been made against Ofori-Atta. Why were we taken out of the red notice alert? It is because when you get to the report, you read and you understand that the OSP has embarrassed Ghana at the international stage.
All the charges that were pressed against by the OSP.
At the time they issued the red notice alert, there was no single charge against Ofori-Atta. No single charge against him.
But he came back to read some of the charges against him.
Where in which court?
No,
you see,
he did a press conference.
You see the problem. So if you're investigating somebody,
what they have been able to get.
So you see, there is no single issue with Ofori-Atta, but the OSP is inviting him to come and assist with the investigation about the SML deals and what have you. Ken can fly to this country, sit and watch the OSP without altering a single word.
Let him do that.
Without uttering a single word. Sedinam Tamaklo was tried in absentia and jailed. I thought you would talk about it.
She's been processed to come back to Ghana to face it.
I thought he would talk about it. If it is easier that way, Sedinam Tamaklo would have been in Ghana. Isn't it over 15 months? Even her, she has been jailed, tried in absentia. There's a judgment against her. And so extraditing such a person is easier as compared to Ofori-Atta. What is happening to Sedinam Tamaklo?
Equalization.
It's not a matter of equalization, but you see, maxims of equity. If you come seeking for equity, you must come with clean hands.
Yep.
And so don't sit here and talk about the fact that Ofori-Atta, the complete businessman, is evading justice. What is the charge against him? What is the wrong that he has done?
You want us to listen?
You believe that he will be given a fair trial if he gets to Ghana right now?
But we are living in this country where we gave the former NSA boss over 800 million Ghana cedis bill. No, we are living in this country. Yeah. Look at what happened to Adonye. Look at Kofi Acquah. He sat on a panel like this, and he said that it has been alleged that scholarships are being sold. That alone. He writes on his Facebook wall what that has cost him, to the point that he has lost his father. You see, we weaponize these things in our country. You see, we would jubilate because it is not affecting us. But you see, I always say that even if it takes 100 years, your government will leave office. We should think about
so the MPP comes and pays back.
That is the point. That is what we must avoid. That is what we must avoid.
The interest of the country.
That is what we must avoid. They should tell us that's what we must avoid. Because look, you talk about a fair judicial system.
Yes.
That the
issue of the EC.
The issue of the EC, but he forgot about the fact that we live in this country, that it has become easier to remove a chief justice than dismissing a court rep. It has become easier to remove a chief justice in this country than dismissing a court rep. We dismiss a chief justice because she traveled with her husband and then her daughter.
She's still in court, right?
We dismiss a chief justice. We dismiss a chief justice because she transferred the staff. These are the reasons why we dismiss a chief justice in this country. And you sit here and talk about the fair judicial system because the chief justice, the new chief justice couldn't find a prima facie against the EC. What are you talking about?
What about Mandai?
What are you talking about? And so please.
Honorable Anyinam's situation.
But in the High Court ruled against him.
And then he got him.
My brother. I didn't interject you.
Don't worry, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll say, let him.
Didn't the High Court in Tamale rule against him? Even when there are clear procedures in filing an election petition.
But that's the reason why they are High Court. They are,
So if we have a proper and a fair judicial system, I'm a student of law. I don't want to attack my seniors and those people involved. So don't push me into those angles. But you see, we can't sit here. You and I can't sit. The three of us can't sit here and talk about the fact that
I haven't spoken.
And mention
that. You speak anyway. So yeah.
And mention that Ofori-Atta will be guaranteed a fair trial. Let's not deceive ourselves. He has seen what has been done to his colleagues. He has seen what has been done to his party people.
Which of them has been hanged?
So
you think he must be hanged before?
No, but you are creating a situation which doesn't exist. As if the whole country is in chaos and that as soon as you arrive in this country, you are shot or you are arrested. Abronye, was arrested. He was questioned. He left. Professor Mayor Kofi was arrested. He was questioned, he left.
He's concerned.
Chairman to me is my
he's
cousin.
concerned about. He's concerned about the bill conditions.
You see how
But the point is
how he has made it.
the gravitas of
But is it your time?
Oh, but I'm helping.
Don't help me. Don't help me. You see how he has made it appear. You see how he has made it appear. You see how he has made it appear very simple.
Yes.
You see how he has made it appear very simple. That Abranya was invited, he was questioned, and he left.
How you mentioned?
No. You're not helping.
I'm trying to help him.
No, you're not.
The list is endless.
No, you're not helping.
Right.
Let him finish. Just write it down. You can't.
You make it look very simple. That they were invited to the office of the CID, the Yoko, or the special prosecutor. They were interrogated and then they left. We were in this country where Abranya was sent to the court in Black Maria, as if he was a hardened criminal. When the judgment of the court came, every single lawyer in this country criticized the judgment. The judge was making quotes and references that didn't belong to the people he referenced. So what are you talking about here?
But the AG has constantly said that he'll be given a fair trial. He has.
What is the guarantee? The confidence we have.
Is the AG's.
The hope we have about tomorrow.
Is not enough guarantee.
The hope we have about tomorrow.
That's the Attorney General.
The hope we have about tomorrow is what we're experiencing today. That is why I say it on record that John Dramani Mahama government will fail because of what you are saying today.
You don't think that the AG will stick to his words and ensure that he's given a fair trial?
If there is a possibility in that angle, what has been happening to our people? What has been happening to them? There's no judgment against these people. But somebody
that alone is enough to make a case for Ken.
Yeah, that alone is enough. That alone is enough. Look, Esibe spent over a month because he couldn't meet his bail conditions. Over a month. Abranya was remanded 2 weeks twice, because he couldn't meet his bail conditions. So what are we talking about? And so by the time that judgment will come for you, meeting your bail alone would have made you spend about 6 months. And if Esibe is given 800 million bail to meet, you sit here, you shout the handle of our public purse. And so there's a huge expectation. What if he's given 1 billion cedis to meet as a bail condition? How would he meet it? And so if over 2 years and he has not met his bail condition, he will still be in the cells waiting to meet his bail condition. Why don't you try him absentia? Why don't you try him absentia?
Already
so you see
risk, but I'm not sure we're going to get to that point.
Try him in absentia.
He comes and then
try him in absentia. If you think that, because you see, the presence of Ken Ofori-Atta doesn't really matter. Because he can come, if you don't want to witch hunt him, he can come to this country, sit before you, fold his arms, and not utter a single word. So how will he help your investigation? If you have enough facts against him, the prosecution, burden of proof lies on you. And so if you have enough evidences against him, try him in absentia. When you try him in absentia and then there is a judgment, there and then nobody can restrict extradition. Because it is easier extraditing somebody who has been tried or who there are charges even against the person, as compared to Ofori-Atta, where you are invited to come and assist you in investigation. He can come and not move an inch, not alter. For what purposes? So that you will tell him that, okay, just as you invited Kofi Acquah to assist you in investigation, and then he went in 3 days. That's how you want Ofori-Atta to come assist us in investigation. Then you keep him, and then there's a bail condition 1 billion Ghana cedis, and he's unable to meet, and then he'll be there for over a year. Is that what you want to do to our person? Aren't you ashamed that as a country called Ghana, our former finance minister is in another man's land because he is scared of coming back to his country? Because of how his party people have been treated.
Scared.
Shouldn't we bow our heads in shame?
You are here. Who's arresting you?
Shouldn't we bow our heads in shame? Shouldn't we bow our heads in shame?
The man is running away from justice.
Shouldn't we bow our heads in shame that our finance minister is as it were in the detention of another country?
On the contrary,
because he feels that he wouldn't be given fair trial.
For running away from
that he wouldn't be given fair trial in his own country. In a country that he has lived his entire life for, in a country that he has supported his entire life. Why we just want to watch him?
Derek, no, Osei, you're not helping. You're not helping.
I'm trying
Derek, give me just rest for me. I'll come back again and have your take on this very issue. But let me engage Richard a bit. Richard.
KMJ, let me say good morning to you and good morning to your cherished viewers and good morning to my brothers who have just hit the grounds. And then good morning to His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana, President John Dramani Mahama, for the good work he's doing. You can see and tell that every Ghanaian is smiling now, that today in Ghana, we are very, 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 very happy as a nation.
KMJ, you go everywhere, Ghanaians are saying that this is the time, the liberation of the democracy, the liberation of economic freedom, the liberation of societal norms has come to play in the nation. KMJ, I also use this opportunity to thank the Chief of Staff who has managed the President Mahama's ministers and government appointees that for about 15 months in government, the NDC and President John Dramani Mahama can categorically tell you that it's not like before, where you see ministers of state, government appointees at the presidency, scandals everywhere. But the Chief of Staff has been able to manage the government appointees. So I want to thank him for the good work he's doing to support President John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, and the ministers of the Republic, ministers of states. KMJ, I cannot sit here without greeting the good people of Nkwanta South constituency, my constituency, and OT region. KMJ, you and I have been in this for so many years. In fact, we have been on this platform so many years. We've tested the past government before, and happily and sadly, all of us sitting here are the youth of Ghana. In the next 20 years, I don't think any of us here will be 60 years. We have a very big role to play as a nation. And anything we do today, we must be very, very careful that information we send out there. It is so saddened to me that we live in a country where we've successfully seen finance ministers of this state that we can be proud of, that we can point figures to. We've seen ministers, even today, as I'm talking to you, Nanado's immediate past finance minister is in this country, even serving in parliament, the Karaga MP. No Ghanaian has point figures to him. He's been a deputy minister for finance, a minister of state in the minister of finance, to the minister of finance. No Ghanaian, no single Ghanaian, Amin Anta can point his hands to him. This means that in Ghana we live, nobody is an enemy to each other. We believe in administrative management. We also believe in who does better. And this is Ghana. We don't chastise everybody. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, former President, His Excellency, and his former Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, are in this country enjoying with us. They eat our tubani with us. They eat the t-shirts with us. Today, we are fasting. This evening, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is going to take Hausa Koko with us in this country. He's not run anywhere. Why? Because he is believed that he has served the nation well, if anything at all, is in this country to defend the integrity of the nation. This is where we have gotten to. In 2016, we voted for a government, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and he appointed his finance minister. In fact, the finance minister has been in parliament severally to read the budget of the Republic and give us names and titles of it. We've lived in this country with heat. Members of parliament at Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo wrote a petition, over 100 of them, that the Ofori-Atta that we are talking about today, wasting our airspace for us to talk about the development of John Dramani Mahama, was a minister that I can't work with. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, to take him out as minister. Nana said, no, this is the minister that he wants to work with. People in this country raise concern, stakeholders, religious leaders. It was a news in this country that has set Ghana back. About Ofori-Atta. Every Ghanaian talk, MPP and other political parties talk about Ofori-Atta and his deeds. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo says no. Finally, they are in opposition. Ghanaians vote massively to the NDC. And we promise Ghanaians that accountability is going to be one of the paramount things in this country that everybody will be accountable for. Under John Mahama Mills administration, the MPP has made the NDC accounted for every single penny we spent in this country. Nobody spoke. Nobody talked. Opuni & Co. has faced trials. Their passports were seized. Said Agongo & Co. The late Bafo Boni, may so rest in peace, were convicted and died.
It's not by equalization. So
no, I'm just saying something. I am telling you that no Ghanaians talk about it because we believe in democracy and the judicial system. When they've given you a mandate and you swear an oath to defend and protect the public purse, it is your responsibility at the end of your tenure to account for Ghanaians. And so nobody talks about what happens. The NDC is in government. Many Investigations have been done on several institutions that we thought and believe that they are rotten corruptions. Of all the people that have been investigated, some of them were invited to the police and the CID, IOCO, investigated, granted them bail, and they're standing trial. They're in this country, nothing happened. Nobody has intimidated them. Nobody has unlawfully detained them or jailed them in this country. They are facing trial, as the law says. Today, the finance minister under Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, just after Jane Mensah declared elections as President John Dramani Mahama, President-elect of the Republic of Ghana, this gentleman ran out of the country. Ghanaians raised concern about it, that they perceived that there will be some corruption allegations because of what we saw. We live in this country, we saw things physically, everybody will tell you without even investigation of what he did. He ran then to the US, told Ghanaians that it was for medical purposes, and he will return in Ghana by April. Didn't he tell us, by his lawyers? And the wife even came out to tell us that he was going to conduct surgery. After that, we were looking for Ofori-Atta in this country. We can't find him. Why were you looking for him? Let me tell you, he said he has not been. Ghanaians realized, and the investigation carried on, that Ofori-Atta has caused willful financial loss to the state. If you look at what happened, manipulating government contract that we all know that he has done. Ofori-Atta has illegally terminated a Chinese contract from the ECG. And you know about SML saga that happened in this country. We don't know the head and tail of these issues. We have called Mr. Ofori-Atta, please come and assist Ghanaians with investigation. Is it a crime? Derek, is it a crime to call somebody to come and assist the investigation? It is not a crime.
It is not, but
it's a normal norm.
You're not going to.
KMG, you can't tell me you KMG all your entire life. All your entire life in the media space. You have never been invited by the police before. The job we all did, we have been invited by police and other security agencies before. I have visited.
His case seems to be
what is the difference? He is the finance minister handling the public purse. Even many people that he disbursed money for made themselves available for investigation. What about him? You ran out of the country. Until today, my brother in the CPP didn't even drew my attention to something. Little do we know, apart from causing all these crimes, apart from all these things we are all alleging he has done, has gone to disgrace the country, Ghana. Has sent the Ghana into public that Ghanaians we don't believe in a Ghanaian judicial system. How will you do that to your country? Where now the economy is boosted, people are coming down to invest in this country, where investors are running to this country under the leadership of John Dramani Mahama, knowing the government is doing well. You go to tell people that you don't believe in a Ghanaian judiciary and we are politically motivated and there will not be fair trial. Do you think that if other investors look at what is happening and what he is sending that to his foreign legal counsel, would they put in their money to investigate in this country, invest in this country? This is the danger the extent he has gone to cause the nation. So come and let us investigate you. Ken says no, he's not coming. To further run to the US to tell the US government, Trump, that, look, Trump, yes, I have been charged by 70 counts, about 78 counts. And so I don't believe in the Ghanaian judicial system. I don't believe in Ghanaian democracy, where you've served as a finance minister for 8.5 years. And that I don't want to come. Give me resident permit, a green card to stay in your country. What an embarrassment. See, for what you have to know, Ken Ofori-Atta is not different from the MPP. That is what you have to know. Ken Ofori-Atta is an MPP and a staunch member of NDC and a leader of NDC. It's a clear character of the MPP. Ken served not as Ken Ofori-Atta. He served under the NPP government as a finance minister. He holds the purse of the MPP and the government for 8 years. So this is what MPP is doing. Trying to run away from accountability. And so when you think you are not corrupt, you think you think that you believe in what you do, you be investigated and granted bail, you face trial. Then my brother sit here and suggest and think that, oh, he won't come because when it comes, the bail bond will be so huge for him not to be granted bail. He will be in the detention until trial. But do we know, as we are today, as we are talking now, Ken Ofori-Atta is in the detention. Ken Ofori-Atta is in detention now. So what is the difference between U.S. detention and Ghanaian detention? You embarrass this country and you have the youth of the MPP coming to defend that. You have a government that has been corrupt. You have a government that you gave a signatory to a finance minister to be able to dip his hand into our coffers. He runs away from accountability, go and hide in any of the countries and tell them that I am not ready to come because I can't face accountability. And we are proud of it as a youth or the MPP government. This is so embarrassing to the MPP, not only Ken Ofori-Atta.
Okay.
Little do we know that Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo has brought his cousin to call this country a mess. After stealing from us, they went further to disgrace the nation that believing that we don't believe in trial. I will urge the Attorney General, the Foreign Affairs Minister, and whoever is concerned, we must in any day, any time, make sure that we get Ken Ofori-Atta back to this country. And if there's any way that the MPP, the government is not able, we are going to walk up. Wherever Ken Ofori-Atta is we will go and look for him and bring him to this country. Where we go for, if Ken Ofori-Atta didn't come to this country before World Cup, we will come with him with the Usain Bolt. And he will face a trial in this country. We will never in any day, leave Ken Ofori-Atta to let it go. Or else another finance minister will come and do it. Okay. Why? Is he not the only finance minister we had in this country? Even from independence now. Why is he running away? Why is Ken Ofori-Atta doing that to the nation? Please, let us get serious and stop the propaganda and make sure Ken Ofori-Atta come and render account to the people of this country.
Okay, thank you, Richard. Let's make some progress. But a big thank you to Franco Trading Enterprise, still phones, Papa Pafi, Kowa Fruit Juice also supporting us this morning. The news flash is proudly brought to you by these amazing Ghanaian brands. And please make sure you buy your phones, your televisions, your microwaves, your blenders, your CCTV cameras. So all of these gadgets, you can get them at Franco Trading Enterprise. And you can also get some discounts as well when you walk in there. Our branches all over the country. Download the app, it's the Franco Trading app, and you can also get on our website. It's www.francotrading.com, and you're good to go. Franco Trading Enterprise says still phones, Papa Pafi. We're excited about it. And also, Kowa Fruit Juice is available for you and your family, your loved ones. Make sure that if you're quenching your thirst, it has to be Kowa Fruit Juice. It's the very best, healthy, and it's made right here in Ghana. It's proudly Ghanaian, and every single one that we purchase go a long way to motivate the Ghanaian cocoa farmer because it's made from rich cocoa. And so please do well and make sure you're patronizing them. And a big thank you to these amazing brands for supporting us and bringing us news flash here on Prime Morning every day. I've got my guest over here. We'll move on to our next topic shortly. We'll be looking at the drop on tariffs, but a few messages that have come on Facebook. Let me see if I can do about two of them, and then we'll proceed with the WhatsApp one too. We'll try and see how we can deal with some of them. This one over here says, and it's DJ Opay Demore Felix, and says he's sending this from Kumasi Swane. What NDC government have done to us as farmer, we will never forget it until we teach them the hard lesson of their life by letting them stay in opposition for 16 years. Greetings to Dr. Baumia, chairman of Dena Kwapia. And Cam A. Yusuf says, what about the previous ones? And Sly says, in fact, the worst and failed government since Ghana gained independence was Akufo-Addo Baumia Ofori-Atta led corrupt NPP. They only came and loot and share nation-destroying parties. Sly sent in that one. And Jonas says that is sending this thing from Kerry. He says, where's the 24-hour economy? Special regards to Commander Vera Oye Bram Labi and Next National Youth Organizer. So today, the NDC appreciates the fact that external shocks can have direct consequences on our economy. This hypocrisy must be exposed and compel John Mahama to render apology to Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo because they deceived Ghanaians to believe that that Russia-Ukraine war had nothing to do with Akufo-Addo's government. But today, he says the ongoing war started having influence on us. In fact, reconnect the NPP to bring you good governance. Remember, Akufo's Metro Mass, free maternity health, NYEP, NHIS, etc. Remember Akufo-Addo's almighty free SHS, etc. Join NPP today for good. All right, so those are some of the messages that you've sent on our Facebook page. We read some of the WhatsApp ones. Gentlemen, let's make progress on the next issue, which is the drop in tariffs. I'll start with you, Osei. electricity and water from the 1st of April, we're seeing some drop in there.
KMG.
Yes.
Let me state on record that nobody hates Ofori-Atta. We are trying to charter a path. Quickly, I have to do this. Quickly.
Yeah, but you've said about this Ofori-Atta issue.
We are trying to charter a path.
It will go into your
where
time.
the justice system will have, people in Ghana, the youth of this country, okay, you see, you distort them at thought. Where the youth of this country.
We ended the conversation.
Quickly, I'm just saying, you see, because I don't want the picture to be painted that people want Ken Ofori-Atta hanged. Nobody wants that. We want to charter a path where Ghanaians, particularly we the young people, will have faith in the justice system. That if the system acquits you, then indeed you are innocent. And if the justice finds you guilty, then perhaps there was enough evidence, and the world is evidence against you. He's a student of politics. He knows that when Ken Ofori-Atta goes to court, you have his day.
Student of law, you mean?
Yes. Okay, so student of law, I meant. Okay.
That's what you meant.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he will have his day in court. And then his lawyers will present evidence to either exonerate him or incriminate him. So let's not which about this.
Which has been happening in this country.
Do you know my problem? One day the MPP will be in power. And then the NDC will say that some ministers should not return to this country. Meanwhile, the ordinary Ghanaian, when you go and steal beans and maize and fowl and all that.
Do you know the fair thing, the good thing?
What?
Every minister under John Dramani Mahama will stay in this country without going anywhere. I'm being honest with you. I'm being honest with you.
Because Saddam Tamako
I am being
was
honest
under
with you.
John Mahama. Let's not go there.
I'm being honest with you.
That's what I'm saying. That let's not go there. Okay, it's a funny game. All right, you guys play. So I am not in for anyone. But what I'm saying is that if the CPP is in power, we'll make sure that anybody, of course, who's appointed a minister is somebody with credibility, enough credibility.
So that's what Mahama did.
Okay, so to me, when the MPs of his own political party were chanting that Ken must go, Nana Akufo-Addo should have just allowed it. All right, let me go to.
Okay, you've got 2 minutes more to do this. Yes, because you already.
All right, so first of all, I don't find this new supposed tariff reductions, I don't find it amusing. I don't find it intriguing. There's nothing usual about it. All right. We all know that petroleum prices are going up.
Yep.
Okay. So any smart government, okay, if he has anything to do, will try to balance.
This is politics as usual.
It is.
Play with the minds of the people.
It is.
Really?
Yes. So any smart government will just balance the sheet and make sure that, okay, if petroleum prices are going up, why don't I reduce the utility tariffs where I have control?
It's not the same caring about the people. I mean, because
what I'm saying is that
you're still gonna,
this is just a temporary thing handed to you. Don't enjoy it. Don't get too excited. Don't get used to it. It will be taken away. If I'm going to be intrigued, if I'm going to be happy about this, then the headline should be that Ghana has now generated about 2.6 gigawatts of solar power. Okay, and has been added to the national grid. Then I know that this is renewable energy, very cheap,
sustainable.
Exactly, sustainable as well. Then I'm told that Ghana is now damming brim, okay, to generate hydropower, or something to generate hydropower. All right, but as far as we have the Ameri, okay, which is just a generator. All right, it needs fuel, okay, to be powered. If you want to change the oil and all those things, you need fuel and all those things. And these are the same fuel that's whose prices are going up. So let's not get so happy with it. All right, this is just a temporary. I'm looking for a word to just give it to it. So what I'm saying is that this does not intrigue me.
Okay.
What I want is that we should have sustainable, renewable energy sources in this country. We have them in abundance. The sun, the rivers. I went to Portugal, okay, and I was surprised what I saw. Because I thought about, this is an old European country, right? From Porto to Lisbon. Wind turbines, my God! Wind turbines generating electricity. And everywhere was so, I'm like, am I in this place I thought I was coming to? Kwame Nkrumah and the CPP said that, look, let's do this Akusumoda to generate hydropower. But when we get to Kintampo, that area, there's a lot of wind. Let's generate wind energy. When we go to the north, let's generate solar energy. What has happened to it? 7-year development plan. What has happened to it? We've left it to rot, and all we do is that, okay, there's a problem, there's no light, the people are crying, let's go and buy a generator, and then try to give them electricity. Oh, there's no water, let's find something we can do. There's no sustainable thing. And we have never had a sustainable solution to all these things. So what I'm saying is that we thank the Mahama administration because it's a sign of relief, which means that
we shouldn't jubilate.
But don't get used to it. Don't jubilate, because it will be taken away very, very soon.
Okay.
Yes.
Derek.
KMJ.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
Before I zoom into the electricity conversation, my brother said something that the John Mahama government has opened itself up to accountability. But he forgets that the first thing the Attorney General did when he assumed office was to file nolle prosequas. Cases that were pending in court, he filed nolle prosequas to the extent that he entered into a plea bargain with some of them that pay 60% of what you have been accused of, and then you keep the 40%. And if that is accountability in their addiction, then Ghanaians do not need that accountability. And so they can do better. But in the matters of the electricity tariffs and then the utility tariffs, we have an average increment of about 28% just for 2025 alone. 28%. We wake up one morning, and because the People's Forum has lambasted and exposed the rot about the electricity tariffs, you tell us that you're reducing it by 4.81. I mean, what would that do for us? Because personally, I buy prepaid not less than 150 cedis every 2 days.
Whoa.
Yeah, I can show you my power up here. Every 2 days. Even this dawn, I recharge before coming. Every 2 days. And so how significant is even the 4.81%? When they'll make a case with the IMF agreement. But the IMF agreement is quarterly adjustment. Quarterly adjustment. So it can be an upward adjustment or a downward adjustment. But they chose the spiral upward adjustment. And the Ghanaians are suffering. Because you see, the IMF tells us that the adjustment should be done to meet, one, the exchange rate, inflation, and two, the cost of fuel. But what were you seeing in our country? We said inflation was down, dollar was down, fuel was down. So why was our utility tariff, especially electricity, going up? Why were they in the inverse? Inflation was down, fuel was down, dollar was down, everything was down. But why were the prices and these elements in the inverse? It talks to us about the artificial manipulation that they were engaged in. But I mean, 4.81%, though insignificant, but to the farthest extent will alleviate some of the plight. And so we believe that they can do better. We believe they should do better. Because I always say they shouldn't make the NPP the standard. Because these were all part of the reasons why the Ghanaians voted us out of government. And so they should never make us the standard. They should never in any of their imaginations make NPP the standard. Because these were part of the reasons why we were voted out of government. And so if you have the reins of government now and you have to make decisions that will alleviate the plight of the ordinary Ghanaians, don't standardize us. Don't make us the standard.
The wealth of the Ghanaians should be your standard.
Should be your standard. The ordinary Ghanaian should be your standard. The ordinary cocoa farmer should be a matter of consideration. The ordinary Ghanaian who can't afford a 3 square meal should be your reason for certain decisions that you take. And not because you are closer to the corridors of power. You see my brother, he's in his nice watch, his $500 tie, his $1,000 suit. You see, he has his food 7 and all of that. Closer to the rooms of government, and he's doing so well. I can see that looking at how he said hi to his constituents, he's planning on running for a parliamentary seat and all of that. I mean, we are all students of politics, and so when some of these things begin, we draw our meanings from it. And he's doing well. And I would say he's doing well. He's closer to the corridors of power. So he doesn't feel what we are feeling. He doesn't go through what we are going through, because if a deputy chief of staff can get a contract of 11 million, then he's also doing well. He will also be getting some from his assemblies and all of that. And you see how he said a good morning to the chief of staff. All these things we understand. And so they wouldn't feel what we are feeling.
Okay, Derek, thank you. In a couple of years, I'm sure the reverse will be the case. I'll be enumerating all these things you mentioned to you, not him. Because I know get to that point. At any point.
Derek want to tell me that he's an expert in the hustling. No, I understand. And Derek, we understand and we listen. I want to appreciate your advice. We in NDC, we are a listening government, and I would want to appreciate your plea and your advice that the MPP shouldn't be a standard to us. That's what the NDC is doing. The Ghanaian people voted for the NDC because the MPP was not doing well. So our responsibility is not to complain. Our responsibility is to deliver to the people of this country. So we are not making the MPP a standard. We are making a Ghanaian to be very comfortable. That is why a Ghanaian who used to go and buy cement of 120 Ghana cedi now can now buy it about 80 Ghana cedi to be able to. So instead of him building a 2-bedroom now with a 2,000 cedi, with a 2,000 cedi, he can do about 5 bedrooms. So this is what a Ghanaian want. A Ghanaian want to now go to the market and get a chicken to buy, to get a 3 square meal. That's the responsibility. That is why we are focusing on all the programs and policies we have put in place. If you look at the Jumawara project we are doing now, youth are getting technical and vocational jobs. You go to YEA, the youth are traveling abroad.
Can I say something?
Hold on, I never spoke when you were talking. You are traveling abroad to go and have international greener pasture. You go to national youth authority, the national apprenticeship program, and all those things are going on. So we are concerned about Ghanaians, and that is why today Ghanaians are very happy to hear that the NDC, under the leadership of John Jinapo and the PRC, has reduced electricity drastically for Ghanaians, and Ghanaians will be happy. So KMJ, this is the situation.
Drastically.
Oh, I'm a KMJ. If I used to pay from April 1st, he sat here KMJ, he sat here and complained that when you buy a utility bill of 200 Ghana cedi, it doesn't reach him. For your first submission, he tells us that because he's using 7 air conditions. How can you pay 100? I buy prepaid 150 Ghana cedi for maybe 2 weeks. Because I use it and they go.
I just said good stuff about you. Let's maintain that relationship.
So he used 150 Ghana cedi for every 2 days. So in a week, he spends about 1,000 cedi because of his huge mansion. That is the fact. The reality is that he's whether he holds a mansion, he's sleeping in the kiosk. It doesn't matter. But he pays a utility of 150 Ghana cedi every 2 days. That is complaining. And Ghanaians complain in cabinet, and the Minister of Energy tabled the situation to cabinet, and cabinet finally approved that with the PRC. Let us reduce utility. KMG, why do we reduce? How would PRC normally reduce tariffs? It's basically on 1 or 2 things: low fuel cost, and we can tell Ghanaians today that we used to buy fuel how much.
What are you talking about?
No. What don't go there. No. What I think? No.
The fuel is going up, and you are telling us.
It's going up as what?
Why wasn't utility reduced there? Why wasn't it reduced there? Why wasn't it reduced there? Why wasn't it reduced there?
Fuel used to be 170 cedi per liter.
No, that's why you guys do well.
Today it's 11.
Done very well.
Today it's 11. Inflation used to be about 23. Today it's 3.8.
Yes.
Cost of living.
And then the what do you call it? The CD2, the other kind. Yes.
And government, and another area where government looked at to reduce tariff is what? It's a social or emergency relief. And Ghanaians are complaining today that the ECG, there's a problem. And then when you buy utility, it goes.
So he's right.
Absolutely, that's the concern of Ghanaians.
No, so he's right.
No, but that's the concern of Ghanaians.
You were doubting it.
No. But Ghanaians complain to the Minister of Energy that now when you buy prepaid, it takes 1 or 2 days, it goes off. So we have listened to the plight of Ghanaians, and we are trying to solve the problem to make sure that every Ghanaian will be happy. At least you'll be able to have a fan or an AC to be able to sleep. The pure water seller, with the pure water seller who has water, this will be able. Look, factories and industries are also complaining because of the utility tariff. So government have listened to your plight, and we have reduced the utility for you. And by April 1st,
but that's not a problem you're not solving.
By April 1st, you will never cry again for your this.
No, with the first set of 100 cities you have given us.
What is the plight? What is this?
The meter issue.
So you heard the energy minister just of last week told Ghanaians that all these problems will be solved soon. We are procuring about 15,000 this are they called transformers to be able to stop the power load shedders in those areas that there have been technical issues. So all these problems will be solved, and I think that this is what Ghanaians want. We will want a government that will listen to you. But the good news is that I am just happy that Derek sat here and cried bitterly of the tariff. And we are telling you that in the next 1 week or two, by April 1st, all these your problems will be solved.
With a 4% reduction.
Is it not good for you as a government?
With a 4% reduction.
But look, if you look at, you were even talking about, if you look at the structure of the reduction of a utility, even your government has gone to IMF and used our tariffs as collateral. And that every quarterly we will have to do increment. But we have thought it wise that even though
not increment,
even though
it's adjustment.
If you adjust, what happened?
You can upward adjust or downward adjust.
When you adjust, what happened?
No, this one you have to tell him.
No, tell him. When you adjust, what happened? When you adjust,
But Richard, is that not what you seek to do better with?
Do better with what?
The IMF issue you are bringing into it.
So no, even under the IMF conditionality, no, even under. No, what I'm saying, even
that is an IMF conditionality.
No, even I say even if
you want to do things,
I say even if
requirement is how you make more income.
Yes,
that is what I'm saying. That is why we've been able to stabilize the dollar. It's a plus that will even make us reduce electricity. We've even to stabilize the dollar from 17 to 11.
Yes.
You understand?
We know.
So these are the things. We've been able to reduce fuel from 17 to 11.
Now it's going to 14.
No, but to 11. It's going to 14. As it stands now, we're talking about today. Even if it is 14, for 17 to 14.
You have done well.
Let me also help you. Inflation at 3%. Yes, electricity is going up.
We've been able to reduce inflation from 25% to 3.8.
Agreed. But electricity was still going up.
So we thought it wise that it will be prudent. It will be prudent as a government.
After 1 year,
it will be prudent for a government to reduce electricity. But so we've been able to reduce electricity drastically for Ghanaians to also enjoy electricity. And then we are talking about today.
But the thing is going up
today.
It doesn't matter.
Today. So no, but you also know. You also know. You heard the MPA boss speaks about the electricity, the petroleum product.
What is it?
Because there have been some instability.
At where?
And then we
instability at where?
Oh no, but you see.
Instability at where? Bring yourself. Instability at where?
No, you're not going.
So the MPA now escape. The MPA has said that yes, the international market has increased.
Don't go there.
But then
Ghana is immune.
Hold on.
Ghana is immune.
Yes, we are aware.
Ghana is immune. Nothing affects us.
We'll be able to make sure that burst. Tor will be able.
They have enough.
No, so Tor tell us that we have enough to push them for a number of weeks.
For 6 weeks, but the price is going up.
Please allow me. Please. Tor has also been in operation now, so we'll be able to refine our crude locally in Ghana.
Richard, you see, that is dependent on whether the war or what is going on.
I have not mentioned any war here in Ghana. No, I have not mentioned any war. As a Ghana, we are a sovereign country and we are very capable. That is why.
So why are the products going up?
That is why
we've been able petroleum products going up.
So
Richard, why are the petroleum prices going up?
You see that
we are sovereign country. We have enough reserves.
6 weeks. So let me give you.
That's what I was making reference to.
So that is what we are saying now. We've been able to make sure Tor has had a standard now to be able to refine our crude.
So why are we going up?
So we are trying to make sure we refine our crude locally here. So I'll give it to the oil marketing companies. The oil marketing companies that we have, we are told that the fuel we had will be able to sustain us for a number of weeks or months.
So why increase it?
So let us stay put.
Because there's a specific plan.
After that, Tor becomes very operational.
So why are you
as it's operational now? Then we have enough local.
That the increment will go down again.
I can't tell unless you have. That's a smart. No. Hold on. In this case, it is MPA. MPA that does the adjustment and do the monitoring. I don't speak for MPA. You speak for government. I speak for government. You speak for government. So you can ask MPA.
Hold on. Are we going to have a reduction?
Hold on. Whatever it is. The good news.
It can never be whatever it is. What is it?
The good news is that compared to the previous government and successful government, under this government, fuel prices have been reduced drastically. And that is where we are. There have not been any increment compared to what we used to have before. And that's what Ghanaians are commending the NDC.
But you're increasing it again. You gave us hope, and now the hope has been forced because you are increasing it again. And then we want to know, because I want to know. He said there's a bit of challenge. What is that challenge? That's causing this.
Did I mention the challenge? I've never mentioned the challenge. Why is it? What are you saying? Wait. What is it? If I talk about instability, hold on. I can answer you. If you talk about instability, you know that for the past 8 years, and then not done government, Tor was shut down.
Yes, so why is the instability?
And then Tor was not operational. There was so even the debt. So when we get instability, no, hold on, because the instability is that we will not be able to revamp Tor. It's not that we are able to revamp Tor. And Tor is refining. And that's what I say. Tor is refining.
Not funny. Revamping Tor is instability. That's a very good one.
Tor is story. Tor is refining our local crude.
After it's forcing and Tor is story. It's good.
I mean, are you not happy that Tor is now operational?
Of course. And then because we set it up. No, it's not crazy. Oh, wait a minute. Before you even put it to the national asset bracket, it was the Convention People's Party, CPP, who set up the oil refinery.
We agree. We agree with you.
Or refine crude. All right. And so we are happy about it. But we know what?
We agree with you.
This is not the only thing.
We agree with you. But remember,
we want Ghana to work again.
Hold on.
The Commander Sugar Factory should work again. The Kumasi Shoe Factory should work again. The Kumasi Pencil Factory should work again. But the MPP factory, I'm not talking about the MPP told us that Kumasi Shoe Factory.
But why do you make us understand that when we were voted out of government? Incoming MP. What makes us the standard? What makes us the standard?
Kumasi Shoe Factory is producing shoes for police policemen.
But if you are in government, what is the GDP? What is the contribution of that shoe factory to the GDP of this country? Obviously, you know it's not working. What I'm trying to tell the NDC government is that Kwame Nkrumah left us 450 factories. Okay. Some of them have been converted to churches for whatever reason there was, okay? But there are some of them which can still be used, all right? Yes. So for your agenda 133 and what do you call it? You don't need to put up buildings. You don't need to put up infrastructure. The infrastructure is already there. You go to Kumasi, all right? Behind the Customs and Preventive Service, there's a Kumasi pencil factory. We still use pencils. Our children still use pencil. There's the Kumasi jute factory where we used to manufacture jute sacks, okay? And this jute sack still, we put the cocoa in where it houses the cocoa. The shoe factory.
Some of that became a debt.
Yeah, exactly the point. You understand? The Commander Sugar Factory will still consume sugar. All right? The plywood factory, the oil mills, and all those things. So what we are telling you guys is that, yes, you've done well. Once upon a time, fuel prices were up there, and now they are down here. We're happy. That is your job. That is why we parted away with the MPP in 2024, so that you guys can come and take over. Now, what we are saying is that you've done well, but it's not enough. We want to see the factories running. We want to see Ghanaians employed, so that no matter the situation, we can adjust. That's what we are asking.
Okay. I agree with you. Let me do some messages from our viewers, and then we'll wrap up for this morning. Michael from Springton says, "Good morning, KMJ, and hope you're blessed." I'm well, thank you. Please, if the ruling party did not deal with this corrupt official, it will be difficult for Ghanaians to trust our leaders, because we will see that they are all the same. MPP should be the last party to comment about us, because we were in this country and our money that could be used to build factories and create employment for the youth was used to bath in an aircraft. We were in this country where Akufo-Addo told Ghanaians that money hates noise, Sika MPDD, and I believe that was the reason why our money was kept in their polytank and briefcase to avoid noise. We were in this country where former Finance Minister Ofori-Atta told us that a farmer cannot leave his children, but now that he can leave, Ken has left us behind and not even willing to pay a visit to his children and check up on them. Meanwhile, all these monies can be used to pay workers and even create more jobs to reduce unemployment, and the youth wouldn't be running for only security service recruitment. Please, Ken Ofori-Atta, we love seeing you wearing white top and down, and we know you are you are a neat man. Stop wearing black and come to Ghana to wear white. We as your children are missing you. Can you imagine? You think this would motivate you to come back to Ghana because you're missing him? Hey, you people. This one over here says, Okay. Good morning, KMJ and your panelists. I'm Big Alasko from Garu, Tempani, and my greetings to all the youth in Tempani constituency and Honorable Joseph Mbila, DC of Tempani. I'm sad to hear that Ofori-Atta is seeking permanent status in the USA. What does he fear if he has indeed done something wrong during his tenure as finance minister? It's alleged, and I think it's his own interest to come back and clear his name. If he doesn't come back to Ghana and clear his name, I don't think any person relating to him being his children or anyone bearing Ofori-Atta would be blacklisted in future. Anytime I see Derek on the show, I'm always annoyed because of what he said during 2024 general elections. He thinks he's God that Ghanaians have forgiven him. I want to find out whether Ofori-Atta is better than Kwame, Pepra, and Victor Solomon, who was convicted during while Kufuor regime and died in prison. Is he saying those judges who convicted them were manipulated by the state? NPP, never again. Please, KMJ, your panelists should respect we the viewers. Don't worry, they will do that. They will do that. Anyway, good morning. Please tell the NPP man that for 8 years they used NDC as their yardstick for their mismanagement. Even their last Sona NDC featured. That's from George Boateng. So this are blame games there. Good morning, KMJ. If it's now very clear to me that the NPP is the brain behind Ofori-Atta's refusal to return to Ghana, the NPP rep in your studio has confirmed that the NPP has given their opponents another campaign message for 2028. They will remain in opposition for long. Captain Ahiayo in Chito sent in that. Okay, that's on my road to the Oaklefe. Okay. Good morning, KMJ. In fact, I'm very surprised of all what is going on in this country. To list a few, the cocoa farmers head cut, the forceful takeover of McDonald's terminal for the president brother. President J. Do you know that for a fact? I mean, come on now. It's a court issue. So let us leave it. President JDM trying to take it. Damang Mines for its brother, the gold board, soul sourcing, and inflation allegations, etc. And you're discussing about Ofori-Atta, foreign citizenship. This is the man no court of competent jurisdiction has pronounced him guilty of any offense, but we all know is the NDC false allegation and conjectures against the man. Please, let's be serious in this serious as a country by giving your viewers good and life-changing and up-to-date information so we will know how to plan our lives in the country. Thank you. Kingsley Abakai and Asemma. So Kingsley, I know where you belong, so it's fine. Good morning, KMJ. Please don't let the NPP communicator throw dust to people's eyes this morning about Gold Board 11 million to renovate their office and laptop purchase. The Gold Board has issued statement to it. The NPP is trying to set an agenda. KMJ, please set the record straight from, that's from Patrick in Abeka. Okay. This one over here says, hello, good morning, Mr. Host. I'm watching you from Senegal, Casamas, Linkine, and my name is John Atuasan. Mr. Host, tell NPP man to stop attacking his colleague propaganda and hypocritical cannot help him. Okay. Another one over here says, good morning, Mr. Host. What is the NPP communicator in your studio talking about? Please tell him not to annoy us this morning. Does he know how our fathers and mothers were treated under the NPP regime? Was he in this country when our fathers and mothers' monies were wrongly taken away from them by Ofori-Atta and his government? Was he in this country when 88 members of parliament of his own government were asking for his removal? If it is a shame for any NPP member to be defending Ofori-Atta, if this is how the NPP communicators are going to continue with their communications, they would stay in opposition for long. Chairman Olabode Williams is sending this from Nima. This one over here says that, good morning, Joy Prime. It is obvious that your journalists have decided to aid the NDC government to destroy the education sector. It is the case that you are waiting to start talking when teachers from colleges start forming Unemployed Graduates Association, which will be the first in the history of Ghana. This is the first time 2 batches of teachers from colleges are still in the house, and journalists in this country didn't care about what's going on as far as education is concerned. A teacher is now a subject teacher as well as a class teacher, handling combined classes just because of the failure of the government to post teachers. Now, the most annoying thing is how everybody is talking about the economy that can't pay teachers. Oh, can I get that? Okay, that can't pay teachers as the best. Oh, what happened? Oh boy, I lost that. This one says, solid presentation by my brother Derek Ajekum. Why is Osei shouting when the NPP communicator is making a submission? The fire is burning him and he can't sit quietly. Is he a member of the NDC communication team? He should give us a break with his unnecessary interjections. Ofori-Atta will not come today and will not come tomorrow. If you have any criminal case against him, charge and prosecute him in absentia. Until then, he won't come. Greetings to Commander Chris Nana Lloyd, incoming MPP National Youth Organizer. Master Planner Junior sent in that, and it's the Tomo for me. Good morning, KMJ. A significant issue facing our country is the blatant hypocrisy displayed by some individuals. I am not holding breath for Ofori-Atta, but the surrounding discussions are marred by bias and hypocrisy. What convictions have been made by any court of competent jurisdiction against Ofori-Atta? Where is Sednam Tamaklo? Ultimately, we cannot for the prosecution of others while being we cannot call for the prosecution of others while being selective and hypocritical. Abdullah Abdul Razak in Tamale sent in that. Another one of you says, good morning KMJ and good morning Richard. He is from my constituency in Kwanta Oti region. Continue the good work for the great party NDC, and that's from Isaac in Kwanta. And good morning, I'm Okai from Bantama in the Senate West District. Many Ghanaians are worried about internal political rivalry within the NDC, and it's affecting the livelihoods of trained teachers. If rumors of sabotage between potential presidential contenders are true, then it's unfortunate because those teachers are also voters. A party that once criticized such actions under the NPP, they must not repeat the same mistakes. Our teachers deserve fairness, respect, and immediate posting, and that's what Okay is actually sent in this morning here. That'll be all for this morning's news flash, and we'll say a big thank you to. No, you can't make comments on any issue.
No.
Just okay.
So last time I was here, and I told you about Operation Home Base. You still remember the response, right?
Yeah.
Operation Home Base.
We did inside.
No, you know the inside.
Oh.
It's our Kwame Nkrumah, our pride. Operation Home Base.
Our Kwame Nkrumah, right.
So just like I told you. No, but I've told you, there are two forms of identifications that should interest every Ghanaian. Henceforth.
The CPP card and then the Ghana card.
The Ghana card and the CPP card.
I remember that.
So there's a lot of mass recruitment going on around this country in all the CPP constituency offices and the regions as well. And people are trooping in to get their CPP cards. So what we are saying is that make sure you contact the CPP regional secretaries or the CPP regional organizers, and they will lead you or direct you to your constituency where you can become a member of the Convention People's Party. We are tired of the NPP and the NDC dilly-dally politics. We saw it here today. He says it's him, he says it's him.
So let's
it's about time. It's about time we replace the NPP and the NDC government with the CPP government. After all, if you look at any major infrastructure that is good in this country, it is the doing of the CPP. If you look at the lighting system, the bigger roads and all those things, it is the CPP.
Enough publicity for CPP.
My closing remarks, I want to say a very good morning to our incoming President, January 7, 2029, His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, and the incoming National Chairman of the New Patriotic Party.
Greet my brother.
Osei.
GFK. Chairman.
Why are you asking him to greet somebody?
And our incoming first Vice Chairman, Lawyer Henry Nana Boache.
It's not going to me.
But you never mentioned GFK.
But why?
Why are you forcing him to mention GFK?
I'm just asking.
But
you
why?
mentioned GFK already. You are forcing
so greetings to
but I'm not done. He took my time.
Okay, finish.
Is he in brief?
No.
I'm not commenting on any issue.
So what are you saying?
But Eric J must get to work. And he should stop the self-appointing of as a PRO to good board. He should get to work. He should get to work. For 2025 cohort of Ajumerua, a single penny hasn't been released to them.
But where we are maintaining
Richard, you are maintaining GFK.
I want to thank you.
I
want to thank your viewers, and then KMJ, there are several issues my brother. No, that's what I'm saying. No, there are several issues my brother raised here, which I am not ready in any position to respond to it. As a student of communication, I believe how hastily people try to make conclusions without knowing. Misinformation is very dangerous, and I will tell people.
Okay.
Misinformation is.
But who has received the Jumera disbursement?
So
who has received the Jumera disbursement?
I want to urge all the NDC members.
Just one person.
To work hard.
I think you should greet
to work hard.
I think you should do that. You should stop doing what you're doing.
He wants to be an MP.
To work hard for the
greet as a for the
people.
That will be all for this morning. Richard is not ready to say good morning to anybody, so we end it there. Let me say a big thank you to Franco Trading Enterprise and a big thank you to Koa Natural Fruit Juice for bringing news flash to all of us this morning here on the show. And happy birthday to a very good brother of mine. He's the CEO of Affordable Watches, and he does so well to always make sure that I get one of the best watches to wear. And so thank you so much, the CEO of Affordable Watches. God bless you, Mr. Boafo. May you live long and more money in your pockets as well, all right? And the entire family, we're all saying a very, very big happy birthday going out to you, the CEO of Affordable Watches. And Gomwa Central will come alive from the 2nd to the 5th. Please make sure that you're a part of it. It's the biggest carnival, Easter carnival that is about to happen, and we want to see you there. Derek is coming, Osei is coming, Richard is coming. We're all going to Gomwa, so please do well and come through. And yes, if you want to be a part of it, you can call this number. If you want to be a vendor, call 020-2158-734. And if you want to also do your hotel reservation, call 0534049996. And come, let's celebrate and let's all meet at the center, as we always say. And you don't want to also lose out on this one. Now we're bringing you Ghana Fest. This March, the Joy Ghana Month is celebrating the biggest Ghana Fest, and we want to be a part of it. Get ready. Joy Prime proudly presents Ghana Fest Friday 20th to Saturday 21st of March 2026. It's 2 days of unforgettable lifestyle, culture, music, fashion, food, business, exhibitions, and non-stop entertainment as well. All in one place. Live music, performance, cultural display, and also made in Ghana exhibition, family fun activities, exciting giveaways. Venue will be at the Achimota Mall, and it's on the 20th to the 21st of March this week. It's 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. So please come through. If you're a vendor, you're an exhibitor, you're looking for ways you can showcase your brand, please, if it's food, fashion, products, thousands of patrons are waiting for you. Call us or WhatsApp us on 053-100-3813, and you can secure your vendor space by calling us. Whether you love great music, amazing good food, fashion, or just normal vibes, Ghana Fest 2026 is the place you want to be. So mark your calendars, Friday 20th to the Saturday 21st of this month. I want to see you there. We're still celebrating Ghana Month, so please do not miss it.